don't ride for nobody, no badge, no crew. Truth don't play favors, it just come through. I don't take sides, I take time and review. So to put it, let the context break through. If you clean, that stamp stay true.
Why are we saying we're gonna f them? And like what? Like there's no other word for it. It's disgusting.
I absolutely agree with you.
How old are you?
I'm 53.
And you are trying to have sex with a 17-year-old child.
Hi, I guess. I know. It's quite the introduction, but welcome to In Plain Sight. Some things you'd rather not be in plain sight. I get it. I get it. Oh, Lord. However, the whole point of this platform is content like this, and yet you are reading and hearing correctly. So we're gonna see exactly what. Yep, that's me. You probably wonder how this is where you're gonna get to. Let's find out how we got here, shall we? Let's proceed. Okay.
When deputies are called to check on a teenage boy vacationing in Florida, they make an appalling discovery.
Yeah.
His phone reveals that he's been receiving explicit messages from an adult who wants more from him than texting.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm gonna wait.
So bottom line, I'm gonna be honest with you. At this point, we're trying to, because this is sick, figure it out. Oh yeah, it's definitely sick.
The following report is based on official police records, and most of the footage has never been seen before until now. Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law.
Right.
In the middle of the night on March 29th, 2025, a dispatcher receives a call from a distressed woman who appears to be concerned about a 17-year-old boy.
Okay.
Walton County 911. What's the address of the emergency? There's weed, underage kids. This little kid just left. They won't let me in the house. I'm trying to find my son's friend.
I don't know where he is. They told me he's in Seaside. I'm going to find him.
The caller, 53-year-old Tracy Heinfeld, tells the dispatcher that she's been communicating with the teen and she's taking matters into her own hands.
Texted me. I said, can you please leave me alone? I said, where are you? I'm on the phone with the cops.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to find out where he is, and I'm going to go get his rear end.
Okay. Is he staying with you?
No, ma'am, he's not. They're on spring break. Him and my son have been friends since they were in like 6th or 7th grade because they played football together.
Uh-huh.
And these kids are down here. He's with some kids. I have no idea who they are.
Is your son with you?
No, my son is actually in Orange Beach, which is where I came from to check on him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tracy says she took the late-night trip from Orange Beach, Alabama to Santa Rosa Beach, Florida, nearly a 2-hour drive, in an attempt to check on the boy herself.
Yeah, that don't sound right. That sound like you lying. Why you always lie? And you sound like you lying like a rug, like a dirty rug, and a big old left out in the barn rug. Few months, swampland. You lying. You just driving 2 hours to go check on your son's friend, who he ain't with your son. He just out there doing. Sounds logical. Sure, let's go with that.
Where are his parents?
I don't know. I'm about to call his mom. What I'm doing is I'm texting to say I'm calling his mom, and that's gonna freak him out because I'm like his second mother.
Are you parked right outside the address?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just stay in your vehicle for me. How did you find out that he could be at this address, though?
Okay. I'm friends with most of my son's friends on social media. I think the deputy mayor just pulled it behind me.
Okay, go ahead and make contact with him then, all right?
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
You see that clear in the throat? Well, what happened was, okay, listen. I am friends with all of my kids' friends of my friends. And so because we're friends, we listen. You remember, and finally, that's how she sounded to me. Like she's trying her best not to say what she's going to divulge here, but it's going to come out based on what I saw in the earlier portion of the video.
Bye-bye.
Deputies with the Walton County Sheriff's Office arrive, but before they make it to Tracy's car, the teenager in question flags them down, revealing that he's scared of Tracy and shows a text exchange that leaves them deeply disturbed.
So let me get this right. What it sound like, this is what it sounded like. What happened was that you started messing with the kid. The kid started to run from your ass, and he's still running from you. I'd be running too, man, brother. You lucky. You should be happy that she actually called 911. She's not thinking too straight. Look, you got help. See, help comes from the most unexpected places. Even the perpetrator of the crime himself. That's wild.
So why are we calling this young man baby daddy?
Baby daddy?
We got the whole text feed, the whole Snapchat feed.
You know what we're talking about? You know what I'm talking about? What?
There are certain cops that I gravitate to be like, I like him. I like him a lot. You don't know what we're talking about? The only thing he didn't say, which I would have said, you trying to play stupid now? Now you playing stupid? That's what I would have said. But that wouldn't be professional. But I never said I'd be a professional cop. In fact, I said I'd never be a cop because I couldn't be professional. There's my problem. I'd let the intrusive thoughts out of my mouth. What kind of idiot do you think you is? How stupid do you think we are? We saw that'd be me. That might be too frank. Yeah. That's why I do. Hey, look, I know my limits. But this cop, I like how you doing it.
My sergeant is talking about. Let me refresh your mind.
That's like when you catch your kids lying about something that's pretty damn obvious, right? And you say, oh, you don't remember? Okay, let me help you out. And then you show them something that's like, I remember that happened to me once when I was a kid. I did something really stupid. And I'm thinking, nobody knows. But of course, this was back in the day when if you did something, the whole neighborhood knew that you did something. And before you got home, mom already knew that you did something and all the details. That's what happened to me. See, I thought I was getting away with stuff. And then when I got home, the question was, what happened? And I started to try and lie. And she said, oh, really? And it was, let me refresh your memory. Except back in the day, it wasn't refreshing my memory with statements. It was like a tool, implementation of punishment is what I got reminded about what I actually did. Very rough day for me. Hopefully it turns out as rough for her. Let's find out. Let's see what the refreshing of the mind brought.
And then that way you make it easier for my sergeant.
I know.
So if you know why you're playing that game.
It was a lapse in judgment. I had a little bit to drink this afternoon and he was drinking and I was concerned.
How old are you?
I'm 53.
And you are trying to have sex with a 17-year-old child. And you can't say you weren't. It specifically states in there that you would even take him to the club and buy him liquor or whatever he wanted. I saw the text.
Oh, ma'am, I did not.
Oh, yes, you did. Go ahead and read it to her.
According to police,
she's one too. She got two of them. You ain't getting out of this one, Grandma.
Records, Tracy began texting the teen earlier that evening. The first text read, "Hey, baby daddy, are you ready for me? I've been a very bad girl. Do you want to be bad with me?" At first, the teen interacts with Tracy, but after she says that she's coming to pick him up, he shuts it down.
You want me to refresh it again? We're going to do it. We're going to play that.
Please, I did not say that.
Because you've now crossed state lines.
No, sir.
We're not
Yes.
doing this. We're not doing this.
Are you positive about it? So you telling me that my sergeant is lying?
No, I'm sorry. I don't think that I said that about buying him a drink.
Yeah.
So let's begin with this. So this is you, right?
That's me.
So this is you.
Well, I don't know if
This is
my
not
current
you?
Oh, you don't.
That is my picture. I don't know if this is my current picture though.
Oh, well,
Okay.
On my text.
Okay. Now, I want to refresh your mind.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
yes,
Fine. I just want you to see it.
Okay. Yes, sir.
I'll
I'll read it to her.
I'll read it to her. Absolutely.
I mean, she knows exactly what she wrote. She has it on her phone.
It needs to sink in because she's obviously denying everything, and it's literally
I'm
right
coming
there.
to see you. I'm already about halfway there. So if when I get there, you want to go to the club, I'll go to the pub with you and maybe I can pick you up a drink and get you drunk and take advantage of you. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just see you
You're positive about
and
it?
see
I'm
me
positive.
and just turn around and go
You
home.
didn't do that?
No, sir.
you
So
didn't
this
do
is
that?
not your phone. That text message didn't come out of
That
your
did
phone?
not come out of I have not typed that.
That didn't come out of my fingers. That listen here. Yes, it was. No, yes, it was. pictures, but this wasn't me, but it was. Be sure your lies will find you out.
So if we
So
look,
let me ask you a question.
Mhm.
When I'm looking at this,
Yes, that's my picture. Yes.
yeah, and
We've
when I'm looking at
established
this,
that.
and I have his phone in my hand,
Uh-huh.
a picture of my truck
I took a picture of, yes,
pops up on this
I know.
same feed.
because I took it.
On this same feed.
These kids are smart.
So, whew, hold on. Is she insinuating that somehow, some way, the kid is the one that's formulating all the text back to himself through her phone? If that's what the kid did, he is smart. That is what? Hire that man right now for NASA, for the FBI, CIA, LMA, all the departments. He will solve every crime on earth in one night if you hire that kid. If he could do that, man, what? He'll find Jimmy Hoffa too. I'm telling you now, he will find Jimmy Hoffa's body, and he'll find exactly the death of Jimmy. He will find everybody that's ever been missing.
According to police records, the teen's phone showed that Tracy sent him 2 photos, one of the sergeant's patrol vehicle and another of deputies standing in front of the house. Since the photos are part of the same conversation, the deputies use it to debunk Tracy's claim that it wasn't her who sent the inappropriate texts.
we're not doing that.
I
We are
think
not
they're
doing
definitely
that.
smarter than you are.
I think they are.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we already determined that. I think you're the one who hasn't determined that yet.
Is this a Florida cop thing? Anybody in Florida, please tell me, is this a Florida cop thing? Are they notorious for calling you stupid without calling you stupid? Please help me. Help me. I look at Judd, right? Sheriff Judd, and he makes people look. He is a captain, king, and commander of making people look stupid. All right, and he in Florida too. Grady Judge, I think is his name. That dude. So it must be a Florida cop thing. It has to be a Florida cop thing because they going in on her.
The
Because
kids
you're trying to sleep. You're trying to have sex with a 17 years old. Girls in the state line. So you come and have sex with a 17-year-old, which you already sent it on your phone. You gonna keep saying no?
It's there in black and white.
Earlier today,
Mm-hmm.
we are staying in Orange Beach.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care where you're staying.
Okay.
That's not where we're at. We are
I
on the
know.
text messages.
Yes, sir.
This is what we cared about. I don't care where you
text
live.
message didn't come from me.
It
No.
did not.
It's in the same exact feed that you sent a picture of my vehicle.
I understand that, but I did not write that.
Tracy is confronted with one string of vulgar messages. One deputy reads it word for word.
Okay, well, this here is you.
The whole
You out there. We'll drive back to Orange Beach, and I'm gonna you out here, and then I'll drive back to where you got to go, and I'll you again. I'll you here. I'll you there. I'll you everywhere.
I'll tell you why I'm laughing in a minute. Let me get my bearings. Did she really just go Dr. Seuss? Please. I will not eat it in a house. I will not eat it. Did she just do green eggs and ham while trying to talk sexually to a 17? Please tell me I didn't hear what I just. She did. That she did. She went full on green eggs and ham. Damn. And I just rammed. Look. That cop's trying his best not to absolutely bust out laughing at her stupidity. Like he is trying his best not to lose it. I'll lose it for you, sir.
is what you
That's
said.
exactly the same feed
I
when
did
you
sa-
said, I'm calling the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. That wasn't you?
That I did say. And
So the part where it says having sex with the boys, that's not you. But the one that shows my sergeant card and say I'm with the cops, that's you?
yes.
That is very convenient, isn't it?
Tracy has read her Miranda rights and continues speaking with the deputies, revealing the sickening way this all began.
Yeah,
He
tell
was
us
in
how.
like 6th grade.
Okay.
I've never thought anything about him whatsoever because he's a child.
Okay.
He's spent the night at our house a million times. I've taken him everywhere.
You haven't done any sexual acts with him before?
Oh, absolutely.
You haven't made any advances towards him?
No.
Okay.
No.
I don't believe that. No, I don't believe that. Yes, I believe she did. I think she's a pervert. That's what I think.
No. Never even crossed my mind.
Okay.
About a year and a half ago, I was at the doctor's office in Moody, which is where he goes to school. He was homesick, and he popped up something on like Instagram or something. I said, "Hey, how are you feeling?" And he says, "I just want to tell you, I think you're so pretty." And blah blah blah. And I'm like,
so was he giving you attention?
He did.
So he was giving you attention.
But that was just that one time. And I said,
okay.
I just kind of like, I was like, you're like my son, blah blah blah, and never said anything else about it.
15 and a half years old. She said a year and a half, which would make him 15 and a half years old. 15 and a half years old, sick, probably on NyQuil or something. Just telling you that, and you run with it. I'm standing on business that she's a perv. No sane person thinks that, ooh, look what I could stand a chance with. That's a sick person.
And when we would go to football games and stuff, I completely just acted like nothing ever happened.
Yeah, sure.
But I need to get to the point of
today.
Why are we saying we're going to them? And like what? Like there's no other word for it. It's disgusting.
I absolutely agree with you.
So, Miss Tracy.
Yes, sir.
Earlier you offered if we could see your phone. Is it all right if I see your phone?
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Despite Tracy adamantly denying that she sent the obscene texts, that's not about to stop the deputy.
We know what to look for. I am very thankful for my fiance. She showed me how to recover deleted messages. I'm looking at the messages sent from your phone to, like, I'm looking at it right now, the one that I specifically read to you, and I'm looking at it.
Did she delete them?
Yes.
Okay, she was right. He is smarter than her. She's not as smart as she thinks. These kids are smart. Well, you prove that you're not as smart because you don't know how these things actually work.
That's smart. So, bottom line, I'm going to be honest with you. At this point, we're trying to...
Because this is sick.
Figure it out. Oh, yeah, it's definitely sick. At your age?
Stand by.
As deputies press Tracy for answers, the truth eventually begins to slip out.
He's like a son to me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you just want to have sex with him on the text message.
I know I said that, and it was a terrible
mistake.
Yes. Oh my God. Yes. I was laying there by myself, feeling sad and lonely and sorry for myself, and someone was giving me attention.
Yeah. And you really thought that you were going to be able to have sex with this 17 years old?
No, I no.
Charlie, yes, you did. That's what you were planning. That's what you wanted. That's what you're hoping for. You're a sick individual. Just fess up to it. Lonely individuals as adults have options with adults. If we're going to talk frank, let's talk frank. As an adult lady, you could go to any bar and find somebody drunk enough to do anything as an adult. You don't need 17-year-olds. You have an affinity for kids. You said the man was 15 and a half when he sent you that message, and you took it to heart. Something wrong with you, man. Something wrong.
It was just kind of a banter. And it was wrong. It was absolutely wrong.
But you drove from Orange all the way here for what? For an adventure?
Yes.
Tracy was arrested and, according to court documents, pleaded no contest and was adjudicated guilty of traveling to meet after using a computer to lure a child. She was sentenced to 21 months in prison, plus 3 years of sex offender probation. Tracy is now a registered sex offender in Florida. By law, she must also register in her home state of Alabama.
You see, and that last line right there is why. See, that's why people get the stereotype going out there. That she is. I don't blame all the people in Alabama. I blame people like her for the stereotype about Alabama. It ain't the people of Alabama in general. It's individuals of Alabama like her. Damn. I ain't never seen somebody this slow though, where you say, I didn't send it. It's right here, but I didn't send it. Some poltergeist sent it from your phone. Phantom message. The kid sent you a phone message that was from his phone to your phone back to his phone. It's because you didn't. He sent all that for himself. Makes sense. Anyway, that's crazy. Wow. Please let me know what your thoughts are about. Let me see if I can find her face here. This wonderful individual right here. Please let me know what you think about her. Okay, please let me know. Yeah, right there. That's a good one. I'd like to hear your thoughts. What do you think the just punishment would be? Nothing happened, obviously, but the approach to it and the traveling to it for the idea of it might yield her some registry or time. We'll see how that goes. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Please let me know exactly what you think. I'd like to hear. And we'll catch you on the next one.
One wrong move turn the present into the past. I don't ride for nobody, no badge, no crew. Truth don't play favorites, it just come through. I don't take sides, I take time and review. So to put it, let the context break through. If you clean, that stamp stay true. If you foul, that show up too. No miss, no spin, no cover up.